Right, we back again and Charlie last year and I Sarkodie and I say Bob Marley feature Sarkodie on Stir It Up. Now Brown track ne eba bonten. I want for Kasa for home be yipa and Thursday, Friday, Saturday beyond and the throwback videos of Sarkodie and a brem channel hanum. Interviews are Sarkodie normal happen Sarkodie life or news Sarkodie who beyond Thursday, Friday, Saturday beyond and the throwback videos of Sarkodie and a brem channel hanum. But before that, elevate for any sponsor. TikToker and I say influencer episode boost to followers all platform or meet me or episode boost to views or subscribers, watch hours, be YouTube or meet me or artists. That's episode boost to followers, streams. Let me cash out from all platform or meet me as for 2 out here and Falcon data for sponsor. Okay, affordable data, MTN or L30 or meet me for 2 out. Rate no form yepa. And last year, and I Sarkodie and I say Bob Marley and Sarkodie drop here, I must stir it up. Now, YouTuber official video no enya 1.3 million. Official video enya 1.3 million. And check album na Sarkodie pay and a child official video. Check sa tracks na album ni ma Sarkodie pay and any pa child video and the man track. If you charge Stone Boy, the video to watch some other artists, but Sarkodie pay and we try video and that's official video and the man Sarkodie. Now, bra air track on everybody wants to and Sarkodie Chima. I'm going to record a track on air 2020, air 3 years ago, but currently air 4 years ago. Air last year, and I'm going to drop air track on. Now, I'm going to drop a track on and see we be any about who you pan. If you cramp air cassette, Sarkodie feature will be a woo and 1 or 2 things. Now, bra Sarkodie. And I say echo and industry wa owe interview Sarkodie the age your munyina no say na the omo kan on what jai intini enye the omo kan ene bele man vim aba form and obekaya a couple of years aye potiji e ka say Sarkodie feature will be bigger than Jay-Z na bra obede oko aye industry one Sarkodie the age o man no say na 1 or 2 things to be and happen and intina e posi e ka say na we feature will be or bigger than Jay-Z. On impatient. I'm going to see how I Sarkodie exploring from beginning to the end. You really behind the scenes video now Sarkodie child behind the scenes. You know, I'm on for more than who that by the Bremo our channel. I'm going to share a video and by Barnabas continue.
Okay, when did you record the Bob Marley song?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I had the info. That yeah, you had it. You this was in 2020.
Yes. Yeah. That's how long.
And funny enough, undertone.
Yeah.
Why is it ripe for it to come out now?
I think it's up to his people when it's ready, and then it's a big moment that has to be presented the right way. You don't want to interfere in their process. So I think the hold up wasn't necessarily intentional, but keeping it under the wraps was intentional because they have to wait till they're ready. But I think it's a whole project. It's not just it's an African project they're doing. So and then I happen to be the lucky one to have the first release, and then after that they have more coming. So they had to make sure they have everything ready.
Oh,
they're good.
So is it going to be like the project they did with the first one that featured Lauryn Hill, Busta Rhymes? Oh, so this is the part 2.
Yes.
Oh,
with
amazing.
Africa.
Amazing.
Because I think they said personally he has this attachment with Africa, and I heard he had his biggest concert in Africa. I forgot the country. So
I think the one with Zimbabwe.
I think so. Yes. So that's what they said, that his connection with Africa is very deep. So that's why they're doing this project to honor, that love that he has for Africa.
So did you choose the song, or they chose and sent it to you?
Yeah, so I had options, but then I went for Stir It Up.
Oh, you had options?
Yes.
Oh, wow. But how did you get the link?
So these things, how it happens is it's not that they should like they're there and they're saying Sarkodie is the one that they're. What happens is they're doing a project, they need African artists, and then whoever is in charge of the project will be looking for artists that they think will suit the project. So it will be all will be presented, and then they will have to choose who they think is good. That's, I think, before they had to even reach out and say, we have this and we'd like to have you on.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I see. So then we may have other Ghanaians on the project. Maybe.
Yes. Even till now, I don't know who's on there.
Yeah, because of confidentiality.
Exactly.
So, okay. Right, I see. So with this Bob Marley project, Was this the reason Posse G made the comment that you're going to be featuring someone bigger than Jay-Z?
You have to ask him, but that was definitely a time where because Posse G knows me that I'm very discreet when it comes to these things. So, but I think his point was coming from pure joy and being happy for whatever that's happening. So, I don't think we really had a conversation. We had a conversation when I got, because that information came. I was in the air.
Okay.
I mean,
in a flight.
So when I dropped, as soon as I got off the flight, I called him, and actually I was a bit out of character because I was like, no, this is not something that I want, and that's I said in the beginning, this energy, I don't want people now thinking about, you think you're doing something against something, like I don't want all that. It's just music we're doing. It has nothing to do with anybody, so he didn't have that thought, but for if it's this thing, you have to ask him himself, because he said it. I didn't ask him to go and say it. So
now,
to Posse G.
So now, do you feel like you feature someone bigger than Jay-Z?
I don't think that's a thought. Because I have to be honest, it's not my thought. It's not because it's bigger than Jay-Z or bigger than who, because that's perspective. People can actually think, I don't want to mention it, but everybody and what they think. Because sometimes you think somebody is huge than somebody, you go and ask somebody, the person doesn't know about the person you're talking about who is huge. So it's relative. And it's not really about that. That's not the point for me. I think anybody who gets a chance to lay your vocals right next to the original vocals of Bob Marley, I don't think anybody would take this as a small situation. It's a very big honor, and I was super nervous.
Really?
Yeah. Even doing songs with Obrafo, I get nervous because he doesn't curse. There are certain rules that it's like unspoken rules about Obrafo, because you listen to his catalog throughout the whole years. There's no song that has any type of
curse.
Exactly. And then working with me, then I have to sieve myself to work with him. So imagine Bob Marley, and Bob Marley and what he stands for, and the type of music he does, and his state of mind. So you have to. So Stir It Up was easy for me because, of course, it's love. So you can get away with it a little bit and be, But if I chose any of those, I have to be in the zone to be able to get to that point. Because I had options like that. There were songs like that. But I knew that I wasn't mentally there. So I had to choose the one that I could do.
Legendary. Yo.
Man, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. But the fusion of Chi.
Yes.
Yes. I was following, there was a conversation going on, especially with the language, and it's international. Bob Marley is this and is that, and Sarkodie bringing it, and still people coming. You still hold on to the fact that you're representing your people and you won't forget your roots, and that's what you're easily familiar. That's what you're familiar with, and it helps with your flow. Could that be the reason? Again, do not take me out of context, because I've listened to you do some English lines, and just the Chi was like it was just a little bit of that, and you still delivered. And yes, I mean it sucked. Forgive me. Yeah, but why that inclusion?
So the story was same thing. I thought normally I would first thought to be Chi, but when the call came and then I had to do the thing, I thought the same way people were thinking, that I need to do a lot more English, where the family wouldn't know whether you are saying something that they don't like, so you have to say it in English so they can hear it. And then the feedback was they want more of your language, because that's why they're doing an African project. I don't think you want to go to China and hear an American slang out there, because that's not what they're looking for. They come there, they are coming in to tap into what you guys are doing. So that is what I had, and then I had to. So it was the other way around. It was a bit like 10% Chi, and then dominated by. So if the halfway was a bit English, so that was dominating in the beginning. Then I had to change it into rapping in Chi. That's what they loved, and then I had to translate it in English to them.
When the song came, when it was released, did you sleep that night?
So because it's been 3 years, I've already come. It's like it's out already in my mind. Oh, because I've listened to it over and over again.
You had a copy.
Exactly. So it's not. I was like, oh, finally, we can drop. But I don't think it's, if it came out at the same time that I recorded, that would be the feeling you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. But now it's like, oh, I know what it is. We have shot the video. I've watched it. So.
Did you see the negative comments that came? Some of them, me, I was amazed.
It is expected because you don't want to. There is nothing that you can put out there that you expect 100% positivity. It's not even real. So that is not a shock factor. I knew that this is obviously going to have counters coming in. I tried to limit the percentage a little bit because I know it's going to be there, but the comments like the one you just said in the beginning about Pussy G, I know that could also be a factor where people think that is what I am thinking because the person is close to me.
Sir, please get closer.
Because the person is close to me, so whatever he says, he think I'm thinking. So that can also affect the impact of what we put out. But I've seen a lot of people who really are enjoying it, and the point is, I did a record with one of the biggest people you could ever think about, and that's where it ends for me.
Did you hear Shatawale's comment about you featuring? At least you worked with a ghost.
It came out of excitement, probably.
Did you take it to heart?
I want to remember a situation that I've taken to heart in the past few years. It's hard. My issues that I take to heart is a broader issue. It's not limited to human beings, like personal human beings. It's more of things that I want to see change. It's not somebody said something, because everybody's going to say something. So that's not what gets to me. It's more about this industry and how I think we've had conversations about, So that's, to me, that's what will get to me. Not an individual sharing their opinion.
It's yes, and over the issue, man. Time out, record nearby, and at the time when you are calling for recording, and time out, Bruhaha, a buy, I'm for bash, Sarkodie, so feature be a woo, and at the end, and also address a Portuguese issue that happen, or say the addresses, and now, or the want it, but drew from not to plane to drew from no free Portuguese, Charlie. At the Yawa Ben, why now Portuguese, the HU, no Sarkodie, say, a scene happen, it's not unia a kind, brown on the Kobichi interview, see and happen. But before that, no more behind the scenes. Time not move a video no when you behind the scenes name Brian Ban me continue edamamo. Right, it's yes sim and it's way behind the scenes and Sarkodie penny artist our album numa and say album no so we try a video the man track be anywhere Sarkodie penny no official video Bob Marley Bob Marley channel na e da ho 1.3 million views 1 year ago 1.3 million views where Bob Marley YouTube channel ɛda hɔ kama yie pa and Sarkodie verse na de dope and say top notch yie pa nti esi ɛna tie amanfo yɛ ba hye Sarkodie de focus on that vibe no Bob focus on positive vibe na amanfo ɛde ma no Bob ha nti no ɛna tie nti esi ɛna Sarkodie na witi story but we a throwback video nye current video we a throwback video and every Thursday Friday Saturday biara the throwback videos and bremo e channel hano don't forget to share video we are like and turn on notification bell and then when say we drop it the content biara made in Kenya e channel hano I make am say person promote to like business and I say product biara channel hano ma content e no man down so promote videos or trust or dear products and I say bibiara na content e no man down na intimi promote to e man intimi reach more audience e ma if I'm coming holic you be share off the side I'm out.